So just to answer your question, guy, I think this project was it's a community takeover, right? Because when we all invested in this project when the fork happened last year, May 11th, is it May 11th or May 9th, something like that? Everyone was happy that Richard has built a system that will help, improve mankind, and we all went all in, and for some reason the value, he built the system and gave us an opportunity to build our future. That's the opportunity he gave us right here. He built the system for you to build your future. You want to make something out of it, you build it. So but we were all hoping that the system will pump our bags. That was what we all hoped the last when the fork happened. We hoped that Richard would pump our bags. And but that happened, but it didn't continue because of course bad actors will find a way to exploit or find a vector for attack to sort of gain access and manipulate and make us lose our money, which has been going on. You see the price go up back then, it dumps again because of the inflation of price. People keep minting. When the price, people buying, someone will go and mint, inflate the price will drop. You go buying, people will drop the price. And that's how people were losing millions of dollars, as you can see on the chart. Go back and you can look the chart number and you see the record for yourself. Now, what the community has done is we are tired of that pump and dump where we'll buy something and someone will inflate the price and wreck our bags. And we decided to see what is the best way we can address this problem. And that's what we're all doing. That's why we're here. That is why we are in the process of, making it better for our future.
Okay. It was talking about price pumping and dumping and people losing millions. And I'm trying to understand the context. Is it just for copy tokens, or just this copy tokens, or for the new Pulsechain tokens? Like, what group of tokens or people holding tokens lost the millions?
I'm referring to this ecosystem, this particular ecosystem of LUSD. So of course, a lot of people have lost money in different areas. Like we can't mention names of other projects that we might have known of or every one of us is aware of. But we're referring to the fact that in this project, from our experience investing in it, everyone's experience investing in it, we have seen the life of this project from when it was fucked up until this moment we're having this conversation right now. That there has been a flat line of LUSD going up and inflation increases and just keep on going. But for the past, say, a few days, we have seen the price stabilized. As you can see, the supply has been stable. There hasn't been any inflation. And that means that there won't be any much of this inflation happening. As you can see, that has been flat. So the project is winning from what we can see from the data on chain. You can have a look at the LUSD contract on chain, and you can have a look tomorrow and the day after. The number will remain the same. The inflation has stopped. About a good 98% stopped. So bad actors are running, are packing their bags and leaving. So all we're saying is just the ripple effect of what they have done in the past. Maybe they have acquired, they have minted a couple of thousands or billions of tokens, and now they are causing a panic sell by dumping their tokens they've minted through the malicious way of,
price. There's no, it's not subjective.
We're certainly
It's a
on our way there.
decentralized permissionless protocol. People just need to think about besides themselves, right? Because crypto is a single player type of game. So everyone is acting as if what's best for me. What about what's best for the community? What's best for Pulsechain?
I agree.
And so that's where it's obvious what you see on chain, what they're doing. And so Richard Hart he creates Pulsechain, and then you have a certain group of people that then tries to centralize the reporting. Imagine that. As someone said, you leave one matrix to be free, and then they're trying to pull you into another matrix. No, set the people free. We need the right price to report. That evens and levels the playing field, not manipulate votes and trolls.
Expectations from anyone. I
Yeah.
think it's fantastic that you guys closed it. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Hopefully benefits me in the future. Support you guys. It's all fantastic. But before that, it was just code and people interacted
Yeah.
with code. They didn't do anything wrong.
Why would you say they
Okay,
didn't do
now
anything
let me
wrong?
say, let me
What
just
was your reason
say
for
this.
that?
This is important. This is important for the people that want to know how what we're talking about, because we're assuming right now, and what you just said isn't what we're talking about. LUSD is a banking ecosystem. It's just not LUSD. It's LUSD, Liquidity, and Pulse, and BLUSD. So these tokens are the borrowing, they're the lending tokens, right? And you have almost every single token is paired with LUSD, just like with Pulse. And then they interlock in the LPs. So it's like a highway of networks with curve finance, all these bond type tokens, NFTs. If you look
Nicole,
at it,
Nicole,
they're all
this is
connected to
correct. All the pools correct.
LUSD in
Who
some
shut it
way,
down?
whether
Who
it's
shut down
Pulse,
the
Liquidity,
minting?
LUSD. All,
Look, we understand the loan protocol.
what
We have
I don't know
Yeah.
USDL
who
to look at that. This is the same thing. But
who's
who shut down the minting?
talking
Somebody said something got
right
shut down.
Let Nicole
now,
finish speaking. Let
but
Nicole finish speaking.
I was,
Yeah,
Yeah,
let
I,
the
I,
you
lady
know,
I,
some
finish.
I
people
wanted.
might not from his comment. That's not an understanding of the protocol.
I understand the protocol entirely. I spent 2 years studying,
So
over
for
2 years
people
studying
that
the
don't,
protocol. Then what you're saying
so
just
I
doesn't really
said
make
what I
sense.
said for people that don't
And
have.
somebody
I'm not talking.
commented saying,
I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to now the guy that just said something about the PRCs.
Yeah, unfortunately,
And
when you were
I'm not
talking, you were
talking
cutting
to
out
you or
Nicole.
about what you said. I'm talking about the guy that just got
fuck
through
up.
talking
Okay, Nicole.
to let him know what exact the underlying
Someone just
thing
mute
what we
her,
were
please.
talking about. That was it. Yeah.
No, I was just saying I wanted to hear the rest of Nicole's answer, and then I want to hear Cripps.
Yeah, my connection is breaking up, but I wanted to set that foundation for people that don't read the blockchain and that don't understand how intricate LUSD is, because this is how the whole post chain network price was being suppressed. That's all I want to say.
Is it? Is it? Can you explain a little bit how it's suppressing price? Because I get how they're all interconnected. I'm just trying to make the leap to your final statement.
Right, but I was caveating on what Olgam was saying to just try to help you see, like, there's like a whole bigger picture to what, because we're talking kind of between the lines because we're trying not to expose people. So,
So
unfortunately.
when you say suppressed, do you mean the copies or the Pulse Chain new native coins,
Well, you
or
you
both?
you suppress the network when you report the wrong price for the network. First of all, you're building something on top of a network that hadn't updated or propagated since the fork because we didn't have any oracles online. So you have people building things on top of something and not even updating the price of post or whatever prices that need to be reported accurately.
Okay, so the oracles are going to affect both the copied tokens and the new ones.
It's going to affect everything because the new ones are paired with the original tokens that were copied over.
All right, cool,
Hart's law.
awesome. Yeah, no, I like the sound of it. Awesome.
Sweet. Yeah, we've done a miracle here. We just have to fight through potential like bags of people. It's really just buying it up at this point. We'll continue to make our side more robust, and we'll defend against anyone that ever tries to mess with it again. We took control and we took the lead. Yeah, so anyone who's like here who has a good bag, wants to be like a PDIOG type, just stick around. We're just going to keep hashing this thing out. What comes next is getting certain burn protocols up and live, seeing how that works. We got to keep reporting the right things.
So is this the assertion I'm getting? Like, there's people playing games around this right now, and you guys don't want to divulge who they are?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think I know who you're talking about.
It's pretty obvious. Especially if you've been around.
We actually created a Telegram group for them. But finally, the myth
Really?
stopped. This is good news, man. This is good news.
Yeah, we killed it, bro.
So if you guys are new to Pulsechain, if you miss PDI, the way they did their thing is they just keep building on top of it. You could always like create a project that burn LUSD as well. We already have one actually that launched yesterday. So what it is just creating community, creating value to LUSD. So the more transaction, the more ways of like you can use it, the more value it has. So we could always try the each side, but there's multiple ways to do this. And I think the first pegging should be with PLS. I know that $1 is nice, but one with PLS is a nice start to have like a step ladder into it. You already know what PDI did, one of the best performing asset or meme on Pulsechain. So why not PLUSD? There's a new group of people that's coming in. PLS seems bottom out, I think, and there's new users gonna come in once we start pushing it out. We shook in a lot of people, so that means we have an opportunity here to grasp at least 1% of that new user to see what we're doing here or what PLUSD is doing. And it's
The contracts are designed to keep this system safe and designed to uh, keep the dollar pegged. So if it's not pegged, I mean, if we utilize the contracts correctly, I mean,
for
I don't
sure,
know,
man.
it
For
should
sure,
it
I
should
agree with
even.
you, bro. I agree with
It
you.
will.
But what I'm trying to do is like build community besides that. The more people that know there's LUSD on Pulsechain and we could use it differently, then we create more community and more people, more eyes. So we could always try new things, man, new ideas, and that's what it is. It's like the possibilities. We have like a possibility to go to $1. We have that, and we seen that happen. I
So
mean, we were
right
almost
now,
seen it happen,
right
but
now we should be able to we should have the ability to go redeem. Like if we had
right.
a redemption function on this, because
So we worked on that
supposedly there's
early
vaults.
stage. We still haven't
There,
found a guy that wanted to do the process,
yeah,
but we tried to in
there
earlier
should be
stage.
vaults on the chain right now, and we should be able to go redeem on that ETH if we want. And then if you had the LQTY staked somewhere on a contract, you'd be earning on that too. Like
Nice,
I
man.
mean, it's real juicy right now. If there's a front end on this and you have all the contracts right there. I mean,
Right, right.
let's experiment, right?
So that's your role, man, JJ. You pick your role, and that's what your role you want to lead. So we as community, we pick roles, right? We have a lot of people in here. So what are you good at? What are you good at to promote PLUSD, and use that because every each of us have an
But
ability.
by any
You know,
means, by any means, dude, this is not financial advice or anything like that. Everybody should do their own research. But from my understanding on this, is if all the contracts are immutable and they're fully copied over, it just takes the front end, all the contracts, and I don't know, get the system kind of like right now. It should be where the collateral ratios are of all the vaults, and to see the system at the state, right, and then like right now, I'm pretty sure, like, dude, if this was a thing, like the redemption thing right there, like keeps it, that arbitrage is huge right now. It's huge, right? So we have to close that gap. And then, besides the buying pressure we have on it, we have this, we have a system, backing it. So until we get there, then I mean, we won't know our next steps or even see anything.
100%, man. Yeah, one day at a time, bro. And the fact that we are able to create a community behind this, or you guys did phenomenal. You guys did your thing. You guys did, and it's a start. That's
I
that.
mean,
It's the seed, man. The seed has been planted to the community, and it take time to water it and let it grow. We have devs
guys,
here, hopefully, and we'll do the front end.
the price to peg is set at, as in the document, 0.0001301. All you guys have to do is burn and buy, and we'll get there. You saw how fast we rose. That's
Yeah,
because the
100%.
minting stopped. So but I like what you said. The last guy that said, once we get there. So once we get to that price, that next price floor, then we move the price up again and we organically get there.
Yep.
It was forked over. It's the thing. It was the exact same scenario that happened with PDI is happening with us now, except a few different things, right? A little bit more supply, and it's just so bullish. Like none of those spats with people and them trying to have ego battles. None of that. Well, all we've been doing is working on tech.
Guys, this is going to be like double PDI, and this is like continuation. It's going to be huge, you know.
We've licked it, bro. We literally not only have control to set prices on certain things, like we can fix things that the cabal has been doing to us this whole time. You know, we're working all that out to be able to show it to. We got someone working on the TXs of Richard's involvement and doing a video on that, but all that shit takes time. All we've been focused on is stopping the minters, which we did do. Try to mint, you can't, but you can mint at the proper price, which means like the whole floor all the way up to whatever that number is, 0001 or 001, whatever it is. When the minting's profitable again, that's where we go to. Other than dealing with some dumpers, right? And just the same thing as PDI. We're gonna buy them out. You know, they're not gonna win.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up?
What's going on, guys? Yeah, I think
Yes,
today
sir.
marks
Go
a
for it, bro.
huge step in the milestone. I just want to congratulations. Appreciate what we've done today is a huge milestone. I think it's exactly what Richard Hart wanted. You know, is a permissionless. This is all PRC20s. Nobody owns PLUSD. So if you actually don't agree with a few people here and there, at the end of the day, we don't own the admin keys. I think PLUSD is the fourth P stable underdog. And at the end of the day as well, I've seen a lot of people talking about PDI and PLUSD as, oh, should I go to this or that? Yeah, I mean, we're in both, baby. Imagine being on a network that all P stables peg. I think that's the end goal, actually. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's the plan. That's always been the plan. Richard told us.
You said it, Malphite. You said it, bro. I'm not going to say your real name because I know exactly who you are, but I appreciate you, bro.
Hey guys. So could you talk a little bit about your intention to burn and like what the process is and why did you pick 0001 as a temporary pegging?
That's the correct price of Pulse, right? So like that's where the minting becomes fair. That's where we have to report it to not potentially have problems the network. So if we're doing everything correct, I think it was basically once we get there, like then we'll implement. Well, we're gonna implement the burn along the way anyway, but it'll be about like buying it up after that point and like continuously reporting that new price. So we gotta make it so we can report faster, which we're working on now. That's why we can't say much because we're not all the way there yet. Once we get our lead, it'll be easier to say it all. Not a lot of people are gonna be able to like come in behind us. Which is funny. It's kind of funny that nobody did this yet. And all these people like exploiting have all this expertise, but they can't do the one little thing that was supposed to be done. So like that's the reason why we picked it is because it's just the right price. Like it's not seeing Pulse as valued as ETH anymore. Once we get up to that point, which is however many X's up, then we'll like use balancer protocols to take us in the double pools. I'm sure what Richard will do with his trillion tokens. Really that simple. There's going to be hurdles along the way, I'm sure, but dealing with the extra bit of supply like along the way will certainly be fun. It's not the exact same as PDI, but it's almost everything is the same. We're still not there yet, but the reason why we got to say something now is because we went viral. Because what we did, it worked. We went viral because of it. Because people couldn't keep their mouth shut.
Well, yeah, you said you stopped them, but you said if they try again, you're going to expose them. So how did you? If they try again and they do it again, then you didn't stop them, though, right?
Well, if they even try, they won't be able to.
Yeah, they won't be able to. That's the point. They're not going to be successful. But if they try, then it's on. Then it's on because we know exactly who they are, and they know that we know who they are as well. That's the funny thing. They've been trying to suppress us for that reason. We're getting a lot of hate because there's a lot of attention on us because we're doing the right thing. We're doing the right thing here.
Thanks for doing this conversation real quick. Did you mention a second ago that Richard has 1 trillion tokens?
Correct.
I mean, yeah, who added that wrapped ETH pair 8 days ago? Go look at that. Look at the pool. Look at the address. Do that, or you'll see.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, we don't want to give out all the exciting things, So we've
I
held off on a
understand.
lot of stuff that we want to tell you, but it's a great question, bro.
Thanks, appreciate it.
And we had a whale that said he had trillions. He said, "Do you want me to burn some?" You could wait a little bit though, like wait till like things settle down. Yeah,
That's a mountain to climb, brother.
yeah, man.
That's a
We
mountain
got
to
this.
climb.
I mean, easy to implement. So after what we just went through, that shit is just simple. Just doing it, really. Forking a bouncer protocol and pointing it towards LUSD, and that's it. Every time we did something, we got a little nod, on the blockchain. You guys, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. The reason why you're here, I don't know what brought you. All the hype, or really the little bits of information, or what gets me going. We literally saw on chain that Richard Hart is involved. Sold some PUSDT or something like that, and swapped it for this one. The moment we did price change,
I mean, even with excessive minting, we saw the PDI mint about 7x the supply at the time of fork of ETH. But what we're talking about here, man, is much more than that. I won't even say the number of how many X's, but
it's a big number.
It's a big number, man.
That's great. Imagine making more X's than Bitcoin did.
I won't even say anymore, man.
We have a lot of resistance, because of what those people are doing with their coins. They just kind of gotta stop, because if we're just allowed to continue with our PRCs unimpeded, we're gonna be able to make everything go to parity. Things are gonna start going up. We're gonna start being able to reach out to each side and bringing them over here.
The price reporting basically affects everyone. It's not just about POUSD. This is a bigger picture. This is about Richard as well. Like this is what Richard wants: transparency. He wants honesty. He wants fair price reporting. He doesn't want gatekeeping. He doesn't want corruption and price manipulation. He wants all that. Those are the values that he stands for, right? I think we all know Richard quite well, or maybe not. Maybe some of you guys just come for the chaos. But from everything that he's been telling us, those values are important, and that's what this is about. It's about us accurately price reporting, which we've accurately done. We're not going to go into how we did it. Because as we said from the statement, which you can read, right? I assume a lot of you guys can read. Read that, and then you'll know. Okay, so it's done. Okay, great. Move forward. So there's no more minting of the supply. This is the most important thing that you guys need to know. There's no more minting. That is some massive news, because that was one of the biggest obstacles that we had as an ecosystem to grow. But that's gone. So now we're looking at plans. So I burn as a possibility.
Sorry. Just to be clear, is it that there's no more minting, or is it that the cost to mint does not make sense for people to do it? I think that's an important distinction that I'd like to understand.
Yeah, totally that one. The cost of minting is way high.
Right. So we shouldn't be saying that minting is turned off. It is not turned off. I think that's what takes credibility away from this community. That's an inaccurate statement, right? I mean, we should stick to the truth. Minting at this point is not worth it right now. So it's slowing down. It hasn't.
The
The
minting, when we refer to the minting, we're referring to the minting exploit, okay? It's important when you talk about terminology. When we're referring to the minting, okay, we're referring to the minting exploit. The exploit is over. That's what I mean by the minting is fixed.
Here's a second point then. When we talk about an exploit, is the code being used as it's designed, or was there a legit logic error in the code that people are exploiting? Because an exploit is abusing a logic error. But if people are using the code as it was written, then it's not an exploit, right? I just want to understand
the exploit part was the PLS being seen as ETH. That's what we fixed.
Right, but that's not an exploit, right? That's a bug in the code.
Well, Sonny's the one who dubbed the name exploiter.
We need to be accurate with our terminology, right? Like, in my humble opinion, right? This is just one person's opinion. I think for us to continue to turn the boat around into a positive direction, which we're heading, I think we need to be very, very accurate with our terminology and educate people along the way. That's just my perspective.
Oh, I appreciate you, bro. Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're so early, man. We basically had to pull all this together really fast. So just because what we did was successful. Now you guys all know about it. We're just going to keep working on it, fighting them. We have levers now that we can use, and just they can't keep doing what they were doing. The game has certainly changed.
Is there anything that we can do just as holders to kind of help along with the cause? I mean, other than just get out there and talk about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can build protocols, you can get protocols, you can network with people who have burn features that are interested in helping us burn the supply, because it's been inflated. It's basically been a double whammy. They've been minting and inflating the supply. So we need to get that down, so that we can qualify the second objective, because we had three objectives really. One was price reporting. We accurately did that. The second one was to fix the exploit bug, right, or exploit effectively, right, which is what because they're one and the same. We managed to do that. And the third is to ban the supply. We ban the supply. It's up only.
So a good way to support the project is adding like LP stuff as well. You know, like if you guys are just going to sit on your LUSD, I mean, NFA and BYOB, whatever. If you're going to sit on your LUSD bag, you know, why not LP, you know, provide some, you know, strengthen the liquidity and stuff like that, make it look attractive for people to also come in and stuff, just as a way to support, you know.
Totally.
To the right. Let's go.
It's an opportunity to get in, right? It's an opportunity to get in. If you want to build your bags, this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity, because what do? You buy the blood, because we're washing. This is different kind of blood. Like, this is us washing out the bad actors, because they've been abusing the supply for like the last year, and they can't do it anymore. This is huge.
Yeah, people need to learn how to use, you know, V3 and V.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, brother. People need to learn how to use V3 and V2 LP positions. So that's helping to support the community, support what we're doing, and at the same time you can, you know, take a bit of profit without hurting the charts.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, you know. Been collecting some nice fees and just recompound it.
Anybody who bought the big green candles today or yesterday, just stick it in LP and sit down for 6-7 months, 12 months, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's pretty much
Yeah,
it,
it's
bro.
about to consolidate and go back up.
This isn't like it was in PDI. Everybody knows about it. Like,
washout.
Nobody's missing out on PDI. I've been dropping like all the info in our little groups everywhere, and hardly anyone bought. I think Zach's the only one that actually bought a few billion, even though he didn't believe in it at all.
Yeah, I reckon it's just the minters that were minting when the system was vulnerable to, or as a vector for attack. And now those minters that have stacked lots of LUSD back then when they were minting for peanuts are now selling just to cause a panic. It's just their strategy, just to shake off weak hands too, I'll say.
So what will we be able to use our pulse to collateralize and take out a loan once we get to where we want to get to with this protocol?
Yes, down the road. That's where we're gonna do that.
And that's freaking dope, man. LFG, let's freaking go, family. Woo!
Woo! Dude, you called it, buddy. I mean, I don't care what it does to people's feelings, but the ones that are the good guys, you guys know, just figure it out. We revealed like enough for you to figure it out.
Read between the lines.
Right. We already know, like, big people already know, so, like, don't get fudded out by anything that's going right now.
Hey, yo, why is my name Crazy Speculator? What the hell?
I just did that for you because of your video. That was a joke. You didn't even notice. No.
I just noticed.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So we have more population than bad actors. That's what I think.
Yeah, man, brother. We take their heads off, man. We take their heads off. They ain't lying.
Pretty much.
Yeah.